Welcome to Reaching the Lost Success Strategies. House to house, heart to heart is one of the greatest tools of our generation. This magazine is responsible for bringing thousands of souls to Christ. It's being used all across the country. Literally, there are hundreds of thousands, now into the millions of copies that have been printed and distributed all over the world. It's one of the largest publications in this country, and that's saying a lot, as this started just from a little congregation in Jacksonville, Alabama, with Alan Webster, the eldership, and then slowly but surely assembling a very talented staff, putting together a quality 8-page color publication that's delivered right to the mailbox, right into the homes of people all over the world, and specifically this country. I want to talk today about how to successfully use this publication to reach the lost. Now, House to House, Heart to Heart is a mailer, but it's so much more than a mailer. And when congregations only use this resource as a mailer, in other words, as a passive mission effort, you will get what you put into it. You'll reap what you sow. You'll get limited results, some results, but you are not going to see the potential results that so many people are getting. So I want to talk about how to use it as more than just a mailer. Now, when you mail out House to House, Heart to Heart, it's important to make sure that you prepare the publication to maximize results. In other words, on the front page, all your information is accurate. It's amazing how many churches the website doesn't work, the Facebook page no longer functions. It's important that the address is correct, that the times of services are right. And what about adding these things? Making sure that the contact phone number gets a human being, not an answering service in the church office. People are not 8 to 5. They are 24/7. And when they call our church and they're needing help, we need them to speak to an elder or a preacher. So it's important that your contact information reaches a human being at all hours. It's also important that you offer the right type of services. So in the front of that publication, you have the opportunity to offer different services. We know there are some services you could offer that are high yielding. They're going to give you a higher yield. Let me give you an example of just a few of these. Number one, you can offer free community services. Now, don't use the word benevolence. People don't know what that means. When you use the word benevolence, church members understand that language, but unfortunately, in our unchurched society, many don't in our local communities. But they understand community services, and they love the word free. You need to advertise that you offer help to the community. Now, of course, that help is going to be joined to evangelism. They're going to have to come, and we're going to study the Word of God, but we offer it. And if they want to learn more about the Bible, if they're willing to be more Christ-like, hey, we'll go to the ends of the earth to help them. Now, here's another one that you need to have. Free transportation to the building. So right there in the bottom, it would say, hey, we will come pick you up. We'll bring you to the church building. Now, that's important. There are people out there that don't like to drive at night. Maybe they don't have a car. They would come to church. Hey, we'll pick them up. Perhaps Bible classes for all ages. Bible correspondence courses. There are other things you can place on the front. If you have a ladies' Bible class, place it there, because these are services people in your community like. Now, let's go to the back page. Now, on the back page, you can advertise events. You can advertise congregational activities like a vacation Bible school, community outreach like a backpack drive, perhaps a campaign of some kind, a special seminar speaker that's coming in to address the family, marriage, apologetics, or maybe some moral, cultural concerns, or perhaps just a good old gospel meeting where we preach the gospel and people come and learn the truth. This is like a newspaper. You're reaching it's better than a newspaper. To get a newspaper, they have to go to the newspaper stand, pay for it, and bring it home. We're giving it to everyone in your community. You should be advertising on that back page. Now, on the inside, don't forget there are a lot of free offers. Free offers are exciting because when they write to you and say, hey, I want a track, or I want a DVD, or I want some marriage material, you can now go to the door and you can provide it for them and meet them. Never mail things to people in your community. Always make personal contact. Now, this tool also enables you to have something in your hand when you knock doors. Now, you're looking at the special door knocking edition. which is not dated. You can keep it for years. You can order it in bulk. And anytime you go to the door, I love using house to house, heart to heart. Let me give you an example of what I say. Hey, my name is Rob. This is my wife, Nicole. We've been mailing this publication to you guys for several years now. We just like to get some feedback. Do you recognize it? Do you enjoy receiving it? Is there any particular articles you like to read? Do you have any suggestions on what we might print? Anything to generate conversation. This is a door opener. So it kind of warms up that cold contact because you've been giving this to them free. Or what about this? Hey, we're just checking the community to see if people like to get it. Would you like to continue receiving it? You'll be surprised how many people say, yes, I love receiving house to house, heart to heart. There's so many good uses for this publication. Don't just let it be a static, passive, evangelistic tool. Actively work it. It will help bring souls to Christ. It's designed to be a contact creator that allows you to prospect those contacts into Bible studies. Thank you for listening to our suggestions on success strategies. We hope to see you next week as you continue developing your evangelism model in your congregation.